Hi seniors, we're still in chapter 7, section 4. We're writing equations of a line. These are the notes for Tuesday, April 21st. All right, in order to write the equation of a line, and that's what you did in your homework for Monday, you need two pieces of information. You always need a slope and you need some point on the line. And Monday's homework, they gave you the slope and they gave you a point, and so you could use the formula y equals mx plus b. We used it twice, and we could write an equation for that line. So today, instead of them giving us the slope, they're going to give you just 2 points on the line. So what you're going to have to do first is find the slope. So if you're given just 2 points on the line, in order to write the equation of a line, you have to know the slope and you have to know a point on the line. So you're going to have to find the slope first. So first, find slope. Homework you did yesterday, they already gave you the slope, so you were good. So this is going to take one extra step. So for example, we're going to write the equation of the line that goes through the given points. Write the equation of the line through the given points. All right, so number one, suppose they give us that the line goes through 5, 2, and 3, -8. So we've already had a section where we learned how to find the slope between 2 points, but just to refresh your memory, slope, the variable used for slope is m. You just subtract the y's over subtract the x's. So in this case, I'm going to subtract the y, so I'm going to take -8, that's this y, minus the y of the first point, 2, over the x of this second point, minus the x of the first point. So this gives me -10 over -2, and you always want to simplify that. It won't always simplify to be an integer, but it will, if it does simplify, you always want to write the most simple answer. It's going to make your work easier. So now we're to the point of the homework we had yesterday. We know our slope, and now we know 2 points on the line, and we only need one. You only need 1 point on the line. So at this point, you could choose whichever point you want. We needed both of them to find the slope, but now that we have the slope, we just need to choose one to plug into our formula to find the equation of the line. So I'm just going to choose this first one, 5, 2. And I always just like to write that down. And remember, your point gives you your x value and your y value, and then your slope is your m. So we're plugging it into this formula, y equals mx plus b. So y is 2, m is 5, x is also 5, plus b. So that gives us 2 equals 25 plus b. So when we subtract 25 from both sides, we have -23 equals b. So now the equation of our line, we go back to the y equals mx plus b, and we only fill in the m and the b. So we get y equals our m, which was 5x, and our b is a -23. So that's that one. So y equals 5x minus 23. All right, so let's do one more. And I'll tell you right now, when they give you negatives in these points, please do your work very carefully. All right, second example, last example. So suppose we're given the 2 points -3, 1 and 0, 4. So first we have to find our slope. First find slope. So our slope is y minus y, so that's going to be 4 minus 1, over x minus x. So this is going to be 0 minus a -3. So that's when you need to be careful with all those negatives. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 0 minus a -3 becomes 0 plus 3, which is 3. And again, this will simplify to a very nice, easy number. All right, so now at this point you want to choose a point, and you can choose -3, 1. Or you could choose 0, 4. By the end of the problem, the answer will be the same no matter which point you choose, because this line goes through both points. Honestly, I'm going to choose 0, 4, because 0 is always an easy number to work with. And that way I have less chance of making a mistake with that negative. So 0 is my x, 4 is my y. I found my slope to be 1. So I'm plugging it into y equals mx plus b. I'll go ahead and write that equation here. So y is 4, m is 1, x is 0 plus b. 1 times 0, though, is just 0. So 0 plus b, that means that 4 equals b. So now I go back to this equation, but I only plug in the m, which was 1. And even though it would be 1x, I'll go ahead and write that, plus b, which is 4. But we usually just write x plus 4. Simplify that to y equals x plus 4. So that's it. And when you do your homework, make sure you submit it on campus. Thanks.